Oh, yeah, and I get that side of it. I mean, I went to a lot of conventions. I was a big cosplayer for years, fun fact. And there is such a niceness about that environment and that feeling of just like being there. And like, especially like if the older you get, like, hey, let's have some drinks, let's hang out. I think that's one of the best things. Let me shout it out and say, Smash and Splash. That's what makes it such a fun fucking tournament. But
Yeah,
ultimately, it can be hard. It can be complicated. It can be a hassle. And I'm gonna just leave for 2 seconds and just say, everyone, if you're watching and you're playing tonight, make sure you're watching your matches and you're going to them when you can. It is just me right now updating scores and doing everything tonight, so it's a bit of a hassle, but we're trying to stay positive. We're trying to keep things moving and grooving. I've got that fresh audio set up, so I know I can't go while I just go do other stuff.
Have you updated the names?
I believe I did. Let me check. Sorry, folks, we're watching on full screen. Yes, I did, but PichuYoshi's shifted all the way over. Far right candidate, PichuYoshi.
Mocha versus Pichu. That's what I was wondering. I knew it was Mocha. I couldn't tell who the other player was. I couldn't recognize the green with pink clothing of Lucario.
Yeah, it's funny because like he's not been a Lucario player for a minute. Like I almost every tournament, these two players are the ones that I often will say like, oh, I'm surprised they're not playing their mains. I guess PichuYoshi felt like he might have needed it for this match, or he might have alternatively felt like this is the time, this is the moment. February, Valentine's Day, trying to bring back my love from 2 days away in advance. It's like, I almost said 1 day away because our cloud PC says the 13th.
Oh.
I was very confused because I know what day's Valentine's, not because I care about my girlfriend, which I have, but because it's the day before my birthday.
Wait, is it not midnight?
Yeah, it's not. It's
not 12:26.
Oh, you know what? I guess people can see that in the corner. We should. Every time we update the build, I forget to change that setting. We'll do it between games. Well, I better keep an eye as well on the chat. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I've been neglecting. Thank you for watching.
I always have the chat open, by the way. It's been more active tonight than it has been in a long time. So thank you for that. We do appreciate it.
They don't have to listen to my fucking laptop mic audio, so.
I know you degens just get together in voice chat and keep it to yourselves and don't interact with anybody else, including us, because you hate us. I get it.
It's us. It's really an us problem.
I gotta say, I appreciate it when people engage in the chat. Even if you're just roasting me in, like, that's fine. I'll take it.
Well, why would anyone have anything to roast?
Yeah, no one's ever done that before. I don't know why you guys would possibly start putting things in the chat.
I was gonna say, we're so on top of things. We faced a wall of Smash GG breaking down right before the tournament, and we're updating scores. Matches are moving and grooving. Like, man, what is there to complain about?
Don't challenge the people. They'll find a way.
All right, well, let me make it a little bit nicer for everyone and just see if I can get rid of these things on screen. Get rid of that FPS. Get rid of that clock. Get rid of the ping. I don't want people knowing that we're playing online.
Yeah, this is a live event, didn't we tell you?
It's a live event. Sorry, yeah, my bad. I got confused for a minute. It's ping between our controllers and the CRT. So we've been talking around this match a lot, but I just do want to comment that Mocha took that first game pretty definitively.
Yeah, it was quite convincing, actually.
Yeah. And I was just gonna say, I don't know if this stage is the choice to get around that, because
isn't the banana like lethal on the stage? Like,
yeah,
more platforms turn away from it.
And Diddy has a lot of good ways of spacing with Peanuts, and like, I think that he's got really good ground spacing. Like, a stage like this with Lucario, it feels kind of like, oh, what's he gonna do? Run up and dash attack? Like, it feels like his game plan becomes so linear without platforms.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm a bit nervous of this pick, yeah. Yeah, and look at that. Like, the way this banana is just sort of like, it really bisects the stage and just like allows him to go, okay, excuse me, you're stuck on that side of the stage, and like, I'm not gonna interact with you. And look, he got the banana for 2 seconds, and Diddy has it again. You should trust that your opponent, if your opponent generates their own items, trust that they probably have a better item game than you.
Yeah, like, probably. But to be fair, he literally converted that. You could argue he converted that banana grab into a stock. He got so much percent and finally
it was actually pretty clean. As I was complaining about it, actually, yeah, it turned into quite a lot.
I was like, oh no. You're like, oh, and he's already got the banana again. He's also taking 50% damage and possibly dying. but you know, he's got the banana though in his hand.
I
That's the
wonder
important thing.
if Lucario's mechanics interact with items in any way, like in any way that, cause like you could pick
Like
it up
what?
during, like if you could like pick up during an attack animation and then cancel with a throw, like, you know.
Oh, I mean, I don't even know how his cancel system works while he has an item in his hand. Honestly, I feel like
Yeah.
probably it doesn't.
Well, the thing is out of let's say if you're holding, having
Oh
a bit of
boy,
connection issue on my end, or is it on your end as well?
I'm seeing
Okay,
it
it's
too.
everyone. Everyone's
Yeah.
getting a little bit of an issue. And just gonna say, yikes.
It appears to be fixed already, and it looks like
Yeah,
they're
let's.
already continuing to play.
Yeah, we're getting back into it. I think it's a little
Yeah, I'm
moment
not sure.
of.
I think the Wii just had a bit of an issue there. The Wii
Oh
that they're
yeah,
playing
sorry,
on.
it's overheating.
Yeah, Project Plus. I mean, they try to fix all the bugs they can, but you know, sometimes no software is perfect, as they say.
That's the issue with having to run this entire game off of a 2 GB SD. If you need to convert that into kills, but I was liking how he was finding those hits.
Oh, jeez, just brutal, brutal rush down with the banana, just like making it even worse. Already over 100%. I think this is gonna be curtains in a minute. Okay, Pichu.
Nice job. Yeah, keeping it on there. And remember, we are still in the best of 5, and I will advocate that if this goes to a third, well, it's definitely going to a third game. But
There we go.
but I was gonna say, I hope that PichuYoshi recognizes that stage might not have been doing him a lot of favors. He still ended up with the same score of a 2-stock, but I felt like he had to work a lot harder to get there, and chooses to stick with his character, which is not that I don't think he can do it with this character, but it's just that's hard. I do recognize that we actually updated the score wrong.
I mean, this is the guy. I mean, you may not understand this reference, but this is the guy that sticks to Viper no matter what in Valorant. He will not change. He just has to play Viper. Can't pick other characters. Got to play the worst character in the game. Just saying.
Is the tier list in Valorant like that skewed?
No, it's not that true. She's not the worst. I don't want to get in too far deep into it, but I will say that I think the Valorant pros are figuring out ways to use her, so maybe she's not that bad. But like, listen, as soon as Pichu gets signed to 100 Thieves, then you can play Viper all you want. That's all I'm saying. When he's signed to an org and he's got a jersey on, then you can pick any character you want.
All right, so let's see what we're working with here. I'm actually getting hot off the presses. Shadrake is waiting to start his match, and I am worried, nice, that PichuYoshi's internet will take a hit if that starts. So I'm telling them to just...
I see. Yeah, because they are. Well, I mean, everyone's in the same building, but like
yeah,
they're sharing controllers.
Oh yeah, I heard Shadrake's stick was sticky at the start of the event, and he doesn't have time to go get a new one, so.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, he left his tri-wing at home when he came to the event. When I went to Alberta, for those who aren't aware, I'm sure everyone watching knows, but I play on Smashbox. And I went to Alberta with the Alpha Box, back when it was like still in its beta phase, or Alpha, as you could probably guess.
Yeah.
And while I was there, it broke. And it was my fault. It essentially just like, I didn't pack it properly and the wire got tugged and it like broke a connection. And so in the middle of the tournament, there was someone there who I actually paid like $30 to open up my Smashbox and solder it together to fix the broken connection in the middle of the tournament. And I'm pretty sure me and Blitz came first in doubles, so I'm fine with how that turned out.
What? Is that just a random anecdote?
I don't know. I was just thinking about like controller problems in tournaments. There's a lot of issues people have had. Obviously.
I mean, I'm sure I'd be shocked if you told me no, but you've been to a tournament where like two people are like sharing controllers, right?
Oh, of course.
Where it's like, I'm using my buddy's controller. Gotta wait till this game's over.
I've been to so many tournaments like that I've I've been to a tournament where 4 people were sharing a controller.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a little over the top.
They were like, "Oh, this one of us has the perfect controller that like has perfect snapback and stuff," and so.
Oh my god.
Like, oh, every time we're at a tournament with him, we don't use our own controllers, we use his. And so they all were just waiting for their matches to play on his controller.
Oh my god.
This was a melee event, as you could guess.
You know what? I wasn't gonna ask, but I did assume.
Yeah. If you're like, what community will be toxic enough to do this?
Well, no, it's just that no one. I've never heard anyone in PM complain about that because I mean, to some extent, PM doesn't have those problems. Not at least like some of them. Like, especially like recently, there's been a lot of stuff discovered about how melee handles inputs and how controllers, give inputs to the hardware. It's like, it's just every time they learn something new, it's like, oh, it's there's just more like random things that can just not work. I feel like so. I've never heard anyone in PM complain about that. Is my point. Y'all not talking about the game.
Well, we never talk about the game.
Well, I mean,
at least we're talking about Smash.
The good news is we're going to a 4th game, so
yeah.
PichuYoshi clearly won, and I knew that already, even without seeing game 4, obviously.
Yeah, he was at the ready. Our conscious effort to talk about the game is just non-existent. Let's just be straight up. But we're talking about Smash this time. We talked a little bit about Viper, but that's fine.
That's okay. There's almost as many Valorant players in this chat as there are PM players I happen to know.
Oh, that's good. See, we're on the board. See, that's what I figured. I'm
just playing to our audience, man.
I said a couple weeks ago, and ever since I did, I stand by it. I feel like this is like an easy listening sort of fucking event. Like, people are just here to vibe with us and just hang out. We have some PM visuals in the background. Imagine that we're just a stream that's like bullying people on the internet, and we put videos of ourselves skateboarding in shooters. What are those videos called? Where people like grind? I think about like the shitty commentary YouTube. Don't worry about it.
Like Let's Plays, you mean?
No, so like a lot of like shitty YouTubers, like let's just take like Leafy is here as like an example, would like put on like them being in a shooting game and they do like grinding maps.
Oh, what?
Yeah, where like you just like glide down this area and you like jump periodically.
Oh,
and they just talk about
they're
things
just
unrelated.
movement maps. Yeah,
exactly. And they just talk about stuff unrelated.
That's weird.
I'm so out of touch that like
that's like
here is the only reference I have.
That's like
I'm pretty sure.
It's like ASMR for gamers or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's weird. All right.
I don't know if he still exists, for the record, or if he got shut down, or what happened to him.
You know, if this is supposed to be ASMR for PM players, maybe we should get like some background noises of controller sounds.
Oh, you're right. You know what?
Make it feel a little more like a local live event. You know.
Fun fact: I actually know where there's like a crisp audio because for D&D we use like a website that like gives us like a lot of audio just like that's free for use. And one of the things they had was controllers clicking, just for like not for I think it was supposed to be for like a sci-fi or cyberpunk sort of thing. They were like, oh yeah, room of controllers clacking, and I just heard it and I was like, ooh, that's a Smash tournament, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, I really did not want to see it like that.
Oh, I was like, oh, he's bringing it back, and then he. Well,
I actually feel like we'll join in just this late in the game, but like, PichuYoshi has been putting in the work. Like last game, obviously, this game still kind of holding his own nice job with that recovery. So good getting around that.
Threaded the needle around that forward air. Oh my goodness.
Good job. Hold block.
That's not gonna kill.
Yeah, but
he's so close. He's one hit away. I don't know.
He's gonna get F thrown, and then that won't kill. Oh my god, that will.
Wow.
Oh, nice job to Mocha. All right, we're gonna quit out of that, and we're gonna go straight over to our next match. Hopefully the other brother can have a little bit more hope. Shadrake's gonna come in hot and spicy. But let me just put in that score before we get going. Mocha PichuYoshi ending up as a 3-1.